Martin. Hey guys, welcome to a very unorthodox edition of Bridgeside Live. One of the members of the band scheduled to perform tonight came down with an unfortunate illness. But nonetheless, Bridgeside perseveres, and we wish her a speedy recovery. Just to remind you, if you don't already know, Bridgeside is a production company and studio located in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, where every Tuesday we broadcast live concerts featuring super talented up-and-coming local artists and bands. And in addition to that, we have an entertainment show, a cooking show with Danny Milano, a sports radio show, gaming, comedy, I mean, you name it, and Bridgeside does it. Be sure to check out the website for any and all of your production needs. Whether you personally work for Bridgeside or work with Bridgeside, you're a part of the Bridgeside family, and our family is blipping awesome. We love what we do, and we love you. Like I said before, you guys tuning in on this spooky Tuesday Eve are in for a very unique kind of show. Some crew guys will be jamming. We'll revisit some of our best, most rocking clips from this season. Mixed in there, we'll personally meet and get to know some of the guys and their crazy minds of this ragtag crew. So screw it! We're going live! Guys, you feel a jam coming on? I do. So before we meet some of the heavy hitters, isn't that tasty? Just love it, guys. It's awesome. Before we meet some of the heavy hitters in our crew, let's look at a clip from earlier this week. The Crypt Keeper 5. Man, they're freaking awesome. They're from New Jersey, and they have one of the best and most amazing and loyal following. They came, they rocked, they freaking conquered. So when we come back, we'll be with a couple of our OG camera guys. So stick around.
Go Bridgeside.
Stuck in a rut again. a funny, funny thing. No cause for these pains, or systems are signs of dying. Hearts are funny, funny, because the joy has so much pain. The pain told as time goes on, that truth may be simply wrong. Hearts are funny, funny, because the pain is right. If you're wrong, well, I wouldn't blame you. If you stay, well, I tried to be good, running in and out of reason. Before the born at the sea, it's a funny, funny thing. All right. If you run, I wouldn't blame you. If you stay, I'll try to be good, running in and out of reasons. Before the part at the sea, it's a funny, funny thing. Let's keep them between you and me. It's a funny, funny thing. Well, I like to be if you say, if you stay, I want you to stay.
Go Bridgeside.
Hey guys, we're back. Let's meet some of our straight up OG crew. I'm here with Dave Goddamn Casanova. You might recognize him from Eating with the same Dame Casanova. It's him. It's in the flesh. He's not eating right now. He's just enjoying the show. And right next to him is Mark the Lip Kiss Glip Kiss. You might recognize him from him being mad at you at a bar or anything of the sort. So guys, let's just get into it. Let's shoot the shit. I mean, So you guys don't necessarily have a huge music background or production background, but you guys keep coming here. Why?
Well,
first tell the people what you do here.
I work for Allstate Insurance. I could save you money on your car insurance. And,
I was saying here, like at Bridgeside.
Oh.
This guy's lobbying for commission.
I thought, I'm just saying, like, this is not my normal
We're not
job.
sponsored by Allstate, just so we know.
This isn't my normal job, but I love being a part of Bridgeside because it feels like family to me.
Mhm.
I love what's going on here. We're promoting live music, live original content, and putting it out there for everybody to see.
But you shoot cameras here for the most part, right?
Usually I'm behind the scenes shooting cameras, yeah.
And this is your first time ever. Before Bridgeside, you weren't like a videographer professionally. You just
no, only on my cell phone.
right, but it's crazy to assume it's not that different. Really, you know how to frame and all that.
This is my first experience, first foray into videography and filming, and that's it.
Yeah, I think that's a good segue to you, Mark, too. Like, you didn't come from a production background, yet you're doing cameras, you're doing lights, and you're doing both at a, above par level.
I try to help out whenever I can, and I started off camera one, did lights, and not really, that's about it, to be honest.
But I
But
think
no, I don't come from the whole technical world of
no, but you somehow
production, things like that. But
you're, I think,
I try
educated.
to
Like,
help because I live like 80 feet away, so
yeah.
that's one reason.
So the convenience, but also I feel like it's a good testament to Bridgeside, where we definitely foster ambitious people. Where if you don't have the background, this is a phenomenal place to learn. Would you guys agree?
Definitely.
Yeah,
It's a great platform for learning, for trying new things that you're not really used to, and it's it's awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, I think there's a lot of Bridgeside that doesn't make it to camera. I feel like Bridgeside's a two-part place where there's the show and then there's the after show.
Yeah.
And
the after show, that's a whole nother thing.
but I think that's one of the reasons why people keep coming back.
That's why I'm here. What about you, Mark?
No, I mean, look, the show afterwards is where the crew and the band and the talent and the people that the band bring actually get to meet and sort of like people appreciate what the other one does a little more after the show. You know, because you sort of sit more as people, not like performers.
Yeah, it's like an informal post-mortem party.
And everybody looks at it, critiques it, you know. But you also like get more of a, you know, you connect with these people on a different level, being, you know, just the different people that come here and perform.
Yeah.
So
I mean, one of the other kind of treats of working here is that sometimes you get to see some pretty freaking sweet bands.
Yeah. For me, it's like...
Not to say all the bands aren't sweet, but, you know.
For me, it's pretty cool to experience it because it's a lot of, like, maybe music maybe I might not listen to, but, like, every band, every week, somebody comes in different, and they completely surprise me, and it's awesome to, like, actually be in here live while it's going on. So, for me, it's a cool experience.
If you guys had one quick little message for people like yourselves who just want to play with the camera, want to play with lights, want to play with sound equipment, what would you tell them? And they've had no experience.
I would say I'm an accountant and I play with lights and cameras and stuff once a week, so it's pretty cool.
I'd say just try it. It's fun. It's cool, and yeah, you get to learn something from it. So.
All right, guys. This has been Dave Casanova and Mark Gliptis, and they're freaking awesome. They're sweet guys and hard workers. They're the tits. All right, guys. So there was a week in July when my projector started working. But basically, the guys were away, and we didn't know what to do. And there was an awesome fill-in with Ryan, the guy playing those sweet tunes behind me, and his cousin Dana, who's actually Paul's sister. And when we get back, we'll hear all about it. So check out the next band that we have queued up, which is a... Actually, you know what? I'm not even sure, but it's going to be freaking amazing. So let's just roll it out. Is it Feather and Stone? It's probably Feather and Stone, but if it isn't, don't shoot me. Let's do it. Let's cue it up. Let's play it out.
Go Bridgeside.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. I may be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're walking, oh, and how you're talking, oh. You and your homies just might be lined in charcoal. I really hate the trip, but I got to love as they coke. I see myself in the pistol smoke, yeah. I'm the kind of G little homies wanna meet, like on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light. Been spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. Been spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the streets, oh, so I got to be down with the hood team. Too much television watching, oh, it got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. I got my tin in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a loped out gangster, straight tripping banger, and my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Death is a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die. Oh, what can I say? I'm 23 now. Will I live to see 24? The way things are going, I don't know. Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Been spending most their lives living in the gangster's paradise. Keep spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. hour, minute after minute, hour after hour. Everybody's running for help, but them ain't looking what's going on in the kitchen. But I don't know what's cooking. Oh, they say I got to learn. Oh, but no one's here to teach me. If they can't understand me, how can they reach me? I guess they can't, I guess they won't. I guess that's wrong. That's why they know my life is out of luck. Fool, been spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Been spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Keep spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Been spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Oh, they've spent most their lives living in the gangster's paradise. Been spending most our life living in the gangster's paradise.
Go Bridgeside.
Are we back?
Now we're back.
Oh my God, look at that, we're back. We are back with Thule Atsai. Their names are Ryan and Chris. They're not brothers, but they are related. They're cousin brothers. Just kidding, they're just cousins.
Cousin brothers. We practically are.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
You guys are rocking some
Play by rectangle.
special facial hair, I just want to say off the bat. Like, it's
Only so few
special.
of us have
Only
furry
the
animals
best.
on our face.
It's amazing. Do the ladies love it?
Run your fingers through that.
Are they all sexy eyebrowed about it?
Yeah, that's not really a sexy eyebrow you're making there, but they are pretty sexy eyebrows.
So they don't make these right here.
I don't know what I'd call it.
Nice. All right, let's get into an interview.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Cool. So, Chris, you weren't an original guy, but you came on about middle of the first season,
Yeah, well, middle
And-
of the second season.
middle of the second season, and have
So
since your trajectory here as far as output has been insane. Like, tell everybody what you're doing for us.
Well, what I've been doing since I came on, I've basically been reworking all the graphics for this entire outfit. Like, the entire 4th of July show, which you should check out. There's a camera. But yeah, you definitely should check out the 4th of July special. We have everything that we've pretty much done, all the new stuff, all the graphics, the cooking show, the eating show with Dave. We've got a lot of other things in the works, and
But for people who don't even understand what graphics entail,
yeah. So basically, any kind of visual elements you see on screen, like full screen images, logo work, like straight on down to the website. Like everything covers
logos,
Yeah.
art. I mean,
logos, art, prints, signs, all this kind of stuff. That's basically what graphics are.
yeah.
So you can either have it like on screen, on camera, doing it post work, or even preview. But yeah, like that's generally my world. I come from like a fine art and illustration background, and going into video production after that just kind of felt like a natural thing to expand into.
Yeah, well, it seems like a natural thing you do here, and
Yeah,
I feel like we've only become more complete since you've
yeah,
taken on the
yeah,
workload.
it definitely feels that way.
Yeah.
Since I came on, like, and it helped everybody focus in terms of like figuring out what they want to do, how they want to go about it, and how they present themselves.
Yeah,
So yeah, and honestly, like I try to incorporate as far as like all the graphics are concerned for every show that we do.
mm-hmm.
Probably talking to the mic, but for every show that we do, I try to incorporate a little more of a personal element into it. So, you know, like with Danny and Dave's show, like I have to include their faces on it because they're the personality of the show.
Sure.
They make the whole show.
Sure.
So why not have them included with the whole, you know, visual presentation that goes into it?
Yeah. Well, dude, that's amazing. Let's go on your mustachioed cousin
Hey.
over here. I mean, I've interviewed. We had one of our best interviews. I think was you, Dana, and myself.
I believe it was.
We just talked.
just a
that was a lot of
fantastic.
fun.
We started a fire. We roasted a mellow. It was amazing.
We sure were.
Yeah. But tell people what you've been doing since.
Well, yeah. So as you know, I'm part of an alumni Bridgeside band, Schwiz, and performed here with Dana as well, and I'm also the resident sound engineer here, and which some people don't know, some people do know.
Yeah.
So that in itself, much like Chris's job here, is a task in itself. Obviously. But it's fun to work with all the local musicians and people who come here.
Yeah.
And, not always local. I know we had a band from Tennessee a
Yeah.
couple weeks back.
Yeah,
and,
we'll hear from them later.
Starting to spread.
You blew it. You spoiled it.
Spoiler alert. But anyway, yeah, we've with Schwiz the band, we're going on tour, and we got a nice tour planned for the fall. We're gonna be away most of October, and unfortunately, you might not see my face around here for the month of October. But I'll be
Breaking my
back.
heart.
I'll be back in November, and we'll have some sweet jams and some good sound, hopefully.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. It will be sweet.
As Paul fixes the sound right now, we'll have good sound.
We go live, folks. I wasn't lying. We go live. We fix it in post. It's what you do. It's what you do. So, you guys have any wise words for some of our listening audience?
When it comes to doing anything, the most important thing is that you try. You make an attempt. Because even if you fail, you have that experience to teach you how you're going to do it the next time around.
Deep. Yeah.
That was very deep.
Deep.
I think I would like to say that this is a very unique situation that we have here at Bridgeside Live. That you don't see a lot of people doing this, and today I'll just give a brief story. I actually went and bought some stuff off Craigslist today from a guy in Bay Ridge, and I was telling him about the studio, and he was like, a studio in Bay Ridge? That never happened.
That's
Like,
unheard of.
That's unheard of. So, just, try to support local internet television and stuff like that, and things that are up and coming, and because there's good content in places that aren't necessarily the big mainstream, places. So,
Well, we're starting
That's all I
somewhere.
had to
We're
say.
starting here in Bridgeside.
Start from the
Bay
bottom.
Ridge.
It's a good foundation.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Well, believe it or not, tonight isn't the first time we've had a last-minute cancellation on the show. In August, our scheduled band had a family emergency, leading us to once again scramble to find a replacement. Our friend Xavier Cardice suggested... Cardrich. I told you I was going to mess it up, guys. I prepared everyone in the room. Cardice suggested that the brother and sister duo Feather and Stone... I told you they were coming, too. I didn't lie about that. And honestly, I'm grateful that Feather and Stone came because they were awesome. Like, I loved every second of them. 'Twas honey to my ears. Well, yeah, and they were incredible. So guess what? When we come back, we're going to meet more crew after this. So just listen up. Feather and Stone in the ears.
Go Bridgeside.
Oh my, I think I spoke too soon. I came in hotter than a July afternoon, but I guess that poise was never really my strong suit. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna lay here on the table. I'm sure I'll be fine. Just my legs, they aren't feeling very stable. Straight up to my spine. I counted backwards from 10, but I still ended up right back here again. I need to take a sip of water and breathe through my nose before we push this any farther, baby. Let's stop and see how it goes. Bump the brakes, but I can't do no 55, sir. With how I learned how to drive, it don't take long until I'm in overdrive, but I still get there alive. I counted backwards from 10, but I still ended up right back here again. I need to take a sip of water and breathe through my nose before we push this any farther, baby. Let's stop and see how it goes. I think I've seen this movie before. my nose. Before we push this any farther, baby, let's stop and see how it goes.
Go Bridgeside.
We're back with two of our newest members of the Bridgeside family. So you guys are meeting both, some of the oldest, some of the newest. And let's just start off. This is Dukes. Dukes, you're the freaking man. You're like a world travel. You're like one of the world's most interesting guys. Where haven't you been in the world?
Nah.
And you're scuba. Like, tell all the people what you do on a normal basis.
I'm a professional camera operator and video editor.
But you just recently got certified in some special kind of
scuba diving. Yeah. So I've been scuba diving. I just went 4-month tour of Asia, just doing some scuba diving.
You hear that, James Cameron? Call Dukes. He's got you.
For sure, man. Yeah, it was good. It was I do this professionally. I got some good opportunities this year to shoot around, and it's been. And now I'm here on my days off and hanging out with you guys and helping out Bridgeside.
How'd you hear about all this? I mean, I know, but tell them.
Well, we had so many friends, and me and Paul went to high school with each other. We've known each other since we were like 15 years old, and then we just kind of we did our things, and then eventually everybody kept telling me about Paul. Check out his studio. So I gave him a call, and here I am now.
Yeah, you guys just like bumped into each other, right? Or just like
it was a reunion. It was
it was like, hey, you shoot, I shoot too.
Sucked in.
Yeah,
You got sucked in, dude. I'm sorry.
No, it was great. It's another opportunity with really good people here.
yeah. I think that's actually a really good segue to Dan. Dan, this is actually our first time meeting.
That's right.
Yeah, you're a pretty new guy,
Dan.
and it's awesome. Welcome to the family, man.
Thank you very much. It's good
Now,
to be here.
I gotta ask, how did you meet up with everybody?
Actually, through Ryan's bandmate, Billy 2.
Look at that, guys. Friendship.
That's right. I was talking to him one day, and he said you should call up Paul and come down here. So it was actually another cancellation the other week, and there was no artist, and I booked somebody to come play it.
And I heard they were great.
They were great. My friend
Yeah,
Barry.
isn't that kind of weird how on shows where something was supposed to get canceled, some of the sweetest juice has come out of? Just crazy. You can't plan for that.
Serendipity.
Serendipitous, yeah. It's awesome. And you have a very musical background, I could tell. So I think is working in the studio just like a sweet hobby that
Yeah, it's
can't ask
great.
for anything better?
It's great to have access to the space and come down and mix shows and meet
Heck
these
yeah.
artists and kind of get more invested into the production aspect of everything.
Heck, is that something you want to pursue down the line? Is
I mean, it's
from
always been
behind the glass,
an
or?
interest. Yeah, I've been involved in a lot of installations of systems like this, design and install and contracting and consulting on audio video installations. So,
do you have
Good
any of
too.
your own personal projects you want to promote or anything like that?
I play in a couple bands. Hopefully, we'll get an opportunity to come play here
Heck
someday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have an easy in because you know you're here.
yeah. I was at Brooklyn Bowl last night and saw some friends. Actually, another alumni, Cousin Earth, played.
Right on, they're
and,
sweet.
Bush Hicks, who friends of mine that John Patrizio and Jessica Bogwitz and John Adamski, I think is how you pronounce his last name, Adamski. But they are hopefully they can get some time down here too. And then Reeves Maddox, who I play bass with. So her band is Maddox, and then I'm playing actually Rockwood on Thursday night with
Right on.
the Rock Creek Kings out of DC, featuring my buddy Eric Collins Carey, who I played in his band, The Constituency. I play keyboards in that band. So
That sounds fun, man.
and the sort of he's got me on the website as omnichord and melodica and mandolin and
You're all over the
ukulele,
place.
Whatever.
That
Yeah.
sounds awesome. Well, guys, any last words for our Bridgeside audience? You trying to reel in some guys, recruit some people?
Yeah, it's a nice little family over here. I think this is a cool segment into a cancellation date. This may be one of the more unique, better segments. It's just something different, and you go with the flow, and that's
Heck
what
yeah.
show must go on.
And I
it's
just
fun.
before you wrap it up, I want you to show camera your shirt there.
Oh, yeah.
And then later when Paul comes on, we'll talk about these shirts. But I just want everyone to look at this. Look at it. Look at this swag we got going on over here.
Paul was nice enough to get some of the new guys' shirt with their name on it, so that's really cool. Feel more part of the crew.
Dan, any last words as you've been here 4 weeks now?
No. Go Bridgeside.
Go Bridgeside. Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, the middle ground came up from Tennessee a few weeks ago, and they rocked the frickin' studio. So speaking of the studio, we'll show you how this room became the room that we're in and how it was built. And then I'm going to talk with Mr. Bridgeside himself, Paul goddamn Liatsis. So you definitely want to stick around for that. So middle ground, baby. All the way from Tennessee. Listen up, y'all.
We're dragging our feet through what's supposed to be real life, and all this they seal tight from saying too much. Till we look back and see, and a part of us realize that we can still feel like we did growing up. Back when it all made more sense, it was easy at times, and the games were for fun, not to mess with our minds. We sit, we try, reminisce, wondering why these years seem to go by, but somehow it feels just like last night. We were up under our sheets with a
so much hard work goes into the making of the show, so much care and love, and I hope what we're doing behind the scenes translates onto what you're seeing in the final product. This team of people are extraordinary. They do it out of the goodness of their heart and the belief in the project. They're not getting paid, and somehow we pull together a large group every week, and just hope we continue to do it some more. Just support the show.
Go Bridgeside.
Welcome back. See what happens when there's no stage manager telling me where to look? I'm looking over there. We're over here. This is how things go. We're going live, guys. We're just freaking going live. That's how it is. And actually, we're here with two of the, I think, biggest building blocks of Bridgeside. Obviously, this is your brainchild here.
Yeah.
Everybody, let's go to that wide guy. Woo. We got Paul Liatzis here, Mr. Bridgeside himself, and sitting right next to him is Katie Yakuza, Mrs. Bridgeside.
I was just presenting you, but yes.
Thank you. I mean, I don't even know how to really intro you guys, because you guys, I'll just let you do it.
All right. So, I'm Paul. Bridgeside started with an idea of just having music every Tuesday night. This is Bridgeside Live. Now, my company's Bridgeside Productions. We're a production company. Then we decided at some point we want to do original content. We want to be creative, not just get sucked into the corporate side of shooting and all that stuff, which, later in life, people wish they stayed with the creative stuff, and it pays. But I'm fortunate enough to have friends and family and colleagues and friends again that willing to help out and dedicate their time. And we've been doing something really special. So it started out with the idea of having music every Tuesday night, no matter what. We started out with Jane Lee Hooker, my sister's band, and Schwiz, my cousin Ryan, who's on stage before his band. And I said, whatever else happens, Katie, Mark, and all the people you saw before, there, a lot of people here from the beginning, it was like, we're going to just have live music every Tuesday, even if it's us playing, jamming out. And we didn't have to do that until this is the 81st or 82nd episode.
That's nuts.
So it finally came where we needed to do something tonight. So, but the original goal was to not have,
It's a pretty sweet luxury that at any given moment you guys can be like, all right, jump on a guitar. Let's play. We're going live.
Well, lucky Dan Pradal, he's a new guy on the crew. He ended up playing bass tonight, and cousin Ryan was here as always. So, not as always, but tonight it worked out that he was here, and we can actually get a three-piece little music together.
Yeah. Now, Katie, you beautiful, beautiful soul. You have the fashion show, the entertainment show, pop culture stuff going on, movie reviews.
Yeah.
What is Bridgeside to you?
First of all, I wish I had some background music to talk to.
Yeah, where's Ryan?
Where's our percussion group?
I started obviously with Work in Progress, but then we started Bridgeside Live,
which we will talk about after the summit. Yeah, we will talk about Work in Progress.
Oh, sorry. So I pitched Paul this idea of having a awards show coverage type of show, which then evolved into weekly movie and TV reviews. And we're going to evolve it even more. We're going to Comic-Con. We have some really cool stuff coming for Comic-Con that I'm really excited about with my friend Rena, who I asked to come aboard, and she is really embracing it, has some awesome ideas, and Kim as well. And we just, always ideas with cooking and eating with cooking with Danny and eating with Dave. I'm just full of ideas. I like the producing.
And
aspect
you're a phenomenal
of it.
one. I think that's a great point, and actually something to even talk about to people viewing is that you are one of the most behind the scenes, unspoken heroes of this group. Like, you do so much that no one even notices. And to me, I always think, well, what do you get out of it? But you have such a beautiful opportunity, as well as anyone who really puts in the hours here, to sort of do what, and you guys can both talk about this, but this is a place where we just foster creativity. And if you want to work for us, we want to work for you. And I think that's what's beautiful. And if you guys want to talk about that.
Yeah, I'd like to just introduce how I met Katie. Everyone sees us together. It's Paul and Katie really manning down the ship most of the time. We have other people come on and help, but really the driving force behind a lot of stuff, Katie keeps me honest with myself. So it's funny. But me and Katie,
everyone needs a Katie.
Everyone needs a Katie on your team. But Katie is a good friend. We made friends when we worked at MSNBC. We still work at MSNBC as editors, as well as cousin Chris ended up coming on a couple years ago. But Katie was there in the beginning when we just had first raw footage of shooting Work in Progress, which was our comedy pilot. We ended up scrapping that footage and it'd be more of test footage, but she saw it. She was interested in doing something creative. I said, join the team. And she was kind of the first hashtag Bridgeside Crew member, other than myself.
No idea what I was
doing.
doing.
She had no idea what she was
Did
getting
you know what you were
into.
getting into?
I
you know you
didn't.
get sucked in for years and years and
I
hours
did not.
and hours. And
Did not.
I'm sorry for everything I put you through.
Thank you. The apology I've been
but
waiting
she
for.
couldn't be happier.
Yeah. We're very happy too.
No, but I didn't know what I was doing. I've learned so much on the job that I actually feel like I could go into like a profession. Not that this isn't professional, but like do that as my career. Like do that as my job. I've even pitched it, like asked my boss if that would be a possibility. So, you know, I've learned so much.
Now, for you, I mean, you have so much on your plate just as far as how you pay the bills versus this doesn't reel in that much money. This is kind of all for the fucking fun of it. There's nowhere else to say.
Yeah,
this is just for
are
the
you
fun
having
of it.
fun,
Yeah.
Paul?
Like, what are you getting out of it every week? Is it the people? Is it the family? I mean, without sounding so over-the-top democratic about it, what are you still getting out of it?
When we started, it was more about growing our following. Let's have original content. Hey, bands, there's a need for bands to have a new medium to perform because live venues, people don't go out as much. I just saw it as someone who was in a band, and this whole space started because of the band with the cousins and my sister. And I saw the need where bands would love it, but at the same time, like, hey, we're trying to build our following too. Let's help each other out. Artists helping artists out. And that was the concept. And no, the crew, the hardest thing is getting a crew here every week. Yeah, bands want to come and have 7 cameras on them and get all this great content, which we love doing. But it's hard to get a crew, and people don't realize how much work goes on to it behind the scenes until they get here.
So you have to bait them.
We have to bait them a little bit. But the crew we bait with pretty much the bands ultimately pay for food and beverages after the show. We have a little after party. We
What
watch.
else do you need, really?
And it's fun. It's music,
I know that's why
fun.
I keep coming.
Yeah.
I leave with a belly full and some good times, some good laughs.
So this is what I'm going to ask you, everybody. I'm going to turn this to Tony right now. Tony, I'm going to. How did you get how did you start first getting involved with the Bridgeside Crew?
Oh man, that's a funny, long, and random story. I went to high school with your brother, as you know already, but you guys don't. But I went to high school with your brother, and we had actually never met for like 10 years. And then we randomly met up on a weird shoot at a block party that we both got hired to shoot. Mm-hmm. And you were like, hey, I'm doing production. I'm like, I'm doing production. I have a pilot I'm looking to shoot. And you're like, hey, crazy. I have a space in which you can shoot it. I'm like, cool. I'll be over tomorrow. And that's kind of how it happened. And we sort of both went our separate ways. And then I went home. And then when I came back home, there was just, I don't even know who initiated, but it was just like, hey, what's up, man? You around? Like, and that's it. I just came one night to a Bridgeside, and I never left. It's just like always been kind of like that.
He does
I love
that,
the people.
doesn't
I love the vibes.
He can't leave.
I mooch off food and beverages, and that's how you
do a great job, dude. Now he's hosting the show. You're doing
I'm
so
hosting?
much. You're hosting, man.
Oh my god,
That's
You're
what this
hosting-
is called.
This is called hosting. Welcome. Yeah, you've done so much. I want to thank everybody. We had a crazy 4th of July event that we enlisted all the troops, all the friends, all the people.
Intense,
and I
would
know
not have
that
been able
we've
to be done
probably
without
lost a few
Tony.
years individually off of our lives.
Also, Pinky.
It was a big event. We do a lot of great things here with a bunch of great people, but sometimes we're very ambitious here, so we want to make the production values as great as possible.
But we handle it. We're
We handle it.
ambitious.
We get
but
through
we
it.
follow through.
And we throw great parties,
And we might
too.
fail, but we follow through
We
nonetheless,
feel-
and that's what we do. We follow through.
I'm glad you're here right now, man.
Likewise. Look
We
at all this
survived.
bro love happening right now. Katie, get out of here. Just kidding.
This was. I just
I'm
want to
sorry.
say.
Oh, wait. Before I throw to the next clip, we have some awesome swag that does not get to get advertised much, but we will be on the website very soon.
This is an exclusive. I don't know if we're going to remake these. These are maybe once in a lifetime opportunities. These koozies, beer koozies. But this
Single
is
print.
customized for Mr. Tony himself. This was yours.
Oh, that's mine. I was looking for
That's
that.
yours. I found it for you. If you become a Bridgeside Crew member, you get these for free. But also, we're doing a lot of shows, as you said. We don't have to go through each one. But
I want a
Caesar
mug.
Brooks Hour. This is Tony's. Maybe real quick.
Hey, guys.
This is Tony's production
Caesar Brooks
company
Hour.
and comedy
Stay
show.
tuned. That'll be coming up hopefully in October. Mm-mm.
So we got a bunch of stickers. We have Eating with Dave Casanova, Cooking in Brooklyn with Danny Milano, Bridgeside Sports Live, all this stuff. You got the idea. But really, let's get to the actual stickers of each show. There you go. We got a little sports towel. We have a custom one for Mr. Dave Casanova. It says Dave Sweatreg, but this one is just a generic one. It says hashtag Go Bridgeside.
For all of you not watching, Dave sweats a lot.
There we go. And what else we got here? We got a black T-shirt with the bridge. Thank you, Mr. John Fitch and Mr. Chris Liatzis for the designs.
Yeah, throw out the John.
Yeah, and then
And I'm also wearing
hashtag Go Bridgeside. You're wearing the one I have right here. Yeah. And the Go Bridgeside in the back. So yeah, we're gonna have merch on the website soon. So everybody look out for it. We're gonna have more stuff, fun stuff. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, any last final words before I go into this bit about the next clip?
All I want to say is thank you for supporting all the people we've met. We've had a great experience. Every week has been a great experience. We meet different bands from different walks of life, different genres of music. We don't talk before we come too much. We get through the pleasantries, get the official show info in order, and then we just hang out with them after. And that's how we just make friends every week. And it's a beautiful thing. I want to say hi to everybody, thank everybody for being a part of this. And please, if you are yourself or a band, and you want to play some live original music on our show, we'll make that happen.
Katie?
Sorry. Our cameramen are misbehaving. I mean, this is something I enjoy. I do have a great time. I do have a great time being here and being a part of this. I've made I made my best friend here. I brought my other best friend here, and made some other awesome, really great friends in the process. So it's I complain a lot, but I wouldn't.
Supposed to be happy.
I wouldn't.
Talk, Katie.
Oh, sorry. Well, I do. I mean, let's keep it real. I do.
Great people.
Going live is no joke. That's all I'm going to say. Going live brings out a different intensity you can't experience until you experience it. You won't understand it.
Right.
So come on for a live show and just watch.
It's different beast. It really is.
And
different
you know what? As long as we're all friends afterwards, I think that's the most important part.
So far, so good.
Yeah, so far, so good. All right, guys.
Yeah, man.
Well, back to business. Last week we had an awesome rapper known as Truth City on the show. And you know what? He has some sick tunes, but even more than that, he does some pretty amazing work in the community. So you guys should really check him out. His name is Truth City, and we'll probably forward a link because I'm on our site. But I tell you, what he's doing is really, really special. So be sure to check that out. But we'll be back with Paul, Ryan, and Dan to play us out with one more Tasty Damn. Tasty Damn. Throw the clip. Throw it. What are you waiting for me for?
Tell Sony cut the check. Send it in the mail at another order my event. Cause they don't plan to fail. Oh, you told like you the man. Boy, I couldn't tell. They want me taken out. Boy, I wish you well. Look, I'm here to claim the crown. Fuck waiting, I don't plan to ask, I just take it. Lately they've been trying, my patience. Got something to say, well just say it. Tell me what's the odds, and I'll make it. A chance and that's a risk, worth taking. They told me give my all, and I gave it. Made up my mind, and then changed. Lately I've been focused on my goals. I always plan on having everything I want, yeah. Hey, I've always had money on my mind. New York City, one hand in the air tonight. 1, 2, now it's time to get rich. Bill, hey, now it's time to get rich. Oh, hey, now it's time to get rich. Hey, now it's time to get rich. Straight up, straight up. Lately I've been focused on my goals. I always planned on having everything I want. I've always had money on my mind. Cause frankly, I've been broke for way too long. Well, tell me play it safe. Tell me play to win. Please watch your tone. I ain't gonna tell your ass again. My enemies don't get bonus. Boy, I wouldn't take a risk on it. When you say my name, boy, better put some respect on it. I've been that nigga for a while, you won't change it. You should ask around, boy, I'm dangerous. You should watch your mouth. I'm just saying, I don't plan to miss. When I'm aiming, they want me taken out. Be patient, you should give up now. You'll be safer. They told me give my all, and I gave it. Made up my mind, and then changed it. Lately, I've been focused on my low. Low, 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 get low, get low, get low, get low, get low. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now it's time to get rich. Hey, Hey, next time to get rich. Oh, next time to get rich. Hey, next time to get rich. Straight up, straight up. Lately I've been focused on my goals. I always plan on having everything I want. I've always had money on my mind. Cause frankly I've been broke for way too long. Two up, two down shit.
Guys, we're back! There's one last tasty freaking jam coming from Paul, Dan, and Ryan. I'm gonna shut up, let's listen! my God, guys! Oh my God! I'd like to thank everybody for just a phenomenal show tonight. We really couldn't have asked for anything better. I want to thank everyone who came here today. All you rascals, you know your names. I want to thank all the people who watched for no reason at all, just to watch us. But you guys are phenomenal. Woo! 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 It's Bridgeside Live! Go Bridgeside, baby! Check us out next week, guys. Check us out next week. We got another band. We do it every night. Boom!
Oh my God.